It looks promising for white, though. It looks promising. You know, you have the chance to push this trash compactor here. So he seems to know what he's doing. Queen c7. And then move 11 just went immediately with c4. According to the opening explorer, that's not good. I mean, I don't know how I would play it. I'm not sure about b3 either. I don't know how I feel about b3. In a way, I don't like it. Like, in the past, I've always played stuff like this. I had games with Langale Bela and Blitz. We had some games like 10 or 15 years ago. Bela used to always play the black side of the Lopez, so I would try to do a kind of like standard sort of king side attack here. I think that's a significantly different way to play. In a sense, move 11 is like attacking the strong point almost, you know, with like b3. You're definitely not playing for an immediate kingside attack. And this is interesting. c4 is early, but it's hard to know that, you know, if you don't study this variation in depth. c4 looks like a very logical move. But there goes the queen side. So what's the point? If we play like bishop b2 first, is this about like b4 and trying to do b4 and c4? I mean, what if black plays, for example, a5, see? b4, Jesus. You do it anyway. This is so weird, man. This is just like chess from another dimension. I don't know. There's a Sashi Kiran game there. Yeah, I've never played anything like this in my life for either side. It's such a strange position. I mean, obviously he's got a5, a4. There would be the slow plan to ensure no play on the queen side and casually win on the king side. I mean, the problem is that it's not a guaranteed win on the king side. Black has resilient defenses to the standard sort of attack on the king side. It's not so easy. I mean, I'm really surprised black's not going with a5 here. But I guess he's not worried. Wow. I mean, obviously didn't anticipate. I mean, this is a possibility here. Bishop h6, knight g7. And that seems kind of standard. How's our evaluation? f4. Speaking of attacking the head of the pawn chain, very counterintuitive. But that's possible. You know, this struck me as kind of weird. When he takes here, I was certain you were going to take with the pawn. But I guess we need to analyze a little deeper. This is superficial. So what do you guys think about this? First glance, it's like queen d8, bishop g5, black's okay. But what if we go a little bit further and we go here? And we say, I can play maybe g5 here. Does white have any threats? Well, we're close. I mean, there's like king h2, rook h1, queen h6, and like mate down the h file, with possibilities of knight f5. So this is not a joke. Right, no, knight f5 is the classic idea. It's a question of when. It's just a question of when, you know. So I wonder, course, the engine wants to do something boring. Bishop d2. But what about this? We're getting here f3. So the interesting conclusion is like white's attack isn't so easy to organize, and basically black is like pinching us on the queen side like a lobster with a4 at some point. So maybe it's not so great. I mean, I still don't think this is bad. Okay, queen takes. Maybe it's better than we thought. He has bishop c8. Feels like that's the end of the attack for white. What do we got? Where's our attack? What attack? We don't have an attack, right? Where's our attack? We have no pawn play. There's no h4. This doesn't seem right. It's slow. Here. It's like white's attack was way more in slow motion than black. White's attack on the king side isn't even off the ground yet. And black is basically threatening to play a4. Bam. So we're just getting off the ground, and we're collapsing on the queen side. So I want to go back to the situation where this queenside situation, what happened? We played b3. There's a4. That's interesting. Muted Polgar Kasparov. Wow. Not a lot of games. Yeah, move 11. I don't know. I think this is the critical position where you really need to make up your mind. I preferred not doing b3. Maybe a4, or maybe just focusing on the king side. All right, Kakatiri. I don't know who's next. Chapter 7. What is this? Karo Khan? Is that you? No, this is it looks like Kakatiri's game isn't up yet. Chapter 7 is Chescudo playing black. The a6 variation. Yeah. I gotta go soon, guys, so I'm gonna go through these a little faster. Can I get rid of that, please? Alright, so this is the same line you showed us last time. Interesting move, a6 here. We should look from black side. I mean, I'm suspect of this move, but it's interesting. I believe that it's incorrect, but it's a unique idea. This is definitely a possibility. Wow. Man. Yeah, this seems like the right move. Interesting. So this has been played, like you didn't invent this. This is an actual thing. Jonathan Spielman played this back in 1993. Wow. That's really eccentric. I mean, a6. Yeah, I mean, black looks very far behind in development here. You gotta hurry it up. That's a terrible move. Yeah, well, like, white has no clue. I mean, bishop g5, like, you have no clue what you're doing. Why don't you play queen d5, actually? I mean, this looks good. What's the problem, man? I don't get it. Like, why isn't queen d5 good? Do you think you're worse here, really? You wanted to play against the hanging pawns, well. Yeah, I guess. Alright. You don't have to play it. I think queen d5 is okay, but... True. You don't have to. This is okay. Bishop g5 is a terrible move, though. I don't know what White's thinking. He's just like trading pieces, I mean, into an inferior structure. It's definitely not the right idea. This is like really eccentric. Rook d8. Why don't you just castle? Rook d8 is a little too fancy. I think you got too fancy there. I mean, just normal castle and what are you gonna, you know, what's he gonna do? d5? I mean, this sucks. The c3 pawn sucks. I don't think you have to play rook d8. You know, let him play d5 if he wants to. He's still clearly worse if he does that. You didn't have to prevent that. You know, so I think it's like a draw now, honestly. You hesitated too much. I mean, you should just castle. Just castle and you're slightly better. If he does this, you know, he's playing for a draw. And, you know, you can torture him. If he doesn't, then you save time and you can put your pieces on better squares. It seems like rook d8 is a mistake. But I mean, I feel like this is a draw, probably. This guy has to just like suck it up and draw, you know. I mean, accept the fact that he has nothing and be careful and make sure he doesn't lose. You know, probably White is still within really good chances for not being a lot worse. But this is irrational. I mean, queen h5, what's he doing? You know, he's like got no pieces to attack. Yeah, exactly. So again, I think queen d5 looks pretty good, but maybe this is better. But you're really asking for trouble. I mean, you could get mated here with knight f6 check or something crazy. He's trying to set it up now. I mean, this almost works now. This looks super scary. But I guess worst case scenario, you know, like it would always be like a draw. You could always do this or something. I mean, that's like literally worst case scenario for the moment. This is risky, man. I mean, I would be a little scared to play queen a3. I feel like this is way safer. Yeah, you're asking for trouble here. This is so inconsistent. I mean, 1 minute he's like avoiding the exchange of queens, and next minute he's like trying to trade queens again. What the hell is going on with this guy? That's so weird, you know. He could have traded queens before. Now he's trying to trade queens? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, who's playing for trading queens? Objectively, it's a draw. Then another like irrational move by White. I just don't get it, man. Your opponent is really feels very irrational. Actually, Black is winning. Black is up a pawn now. Yeah, Black's winning a pawn here. I wouldn't call it winning, though, you know. You're better here, but I think not an easy position to win. The computer says you're +2, but I mean, it's a computer that calculates like 20 moves deep. You know, this is not easy. We can't really judge ourselves by engine evaluations. You have very good chances, but I don't think you're like winning. Okay, rook takes b7 here, here. So apparently you had better. This is a very hard move to find. Rook b8. Playing for, I guess, back rank here. I don't think I would find this move. And now you're better, but I think he should try to, he should try to hold a heavy piece ending down a pawn. Objectively, it seems like white has active pieces and some chances to draw here. But he plays knight c5. The problem is, I think now his pawn structure is pretty bad, plus there's the queens on the board. The weirdest thing about this game is like both sides like kept trading queens and not trading queens. What does he do? Does he blunder knight e2 check or some kind of tactic? Now it's a draw again. Not easy maybe, but it is f5. Yeah. f5 is a draw. Yeah. It's a draw. This liquidates too much. I mean, I'm sure that it's a draw. So why you're threatening mate? Oh no. Rook takes c5. But the problem is like he's threatened by mate. So what does he have to do? Play like h3? But it's still like he can't force a draw. Rook takes. Man, it's like rook takes, check, king h2, rook d1, and you're threatening mate, but he has perpetual check, or no. Wow. Wait. Check here. Check here. Check here. Oh shit. Are you serious? Is this line forced? That's pretty funny. So, I'm thinking most people would play h3. Can he play like g3? I can't believe he's lost here. h3 works. What? Rook takes. Wow, I thought you could take here. It's a draw? How is this a draw? Check. King h2. Rook on dd1. I don't understand. How is it a draw? What am I missing? Oh no. He has this? Oh my god. And check. That's so sick, dude. And now you have to sack the exchange. Oh man. Wow. Wow. So h3 holds. Wow. Yeah, I missed it. Yeah, h3. Yeah, that's a lot to calculate. He blundered the stupid tactic with rook takes c5. Okay, guys. Nice game, Chess Kudo. A little lucky. Hey, it's Miro. A quick review. Hey, it's Miro is black. Dutch. Here we go. This is the same line that I played. I always play B takes. I'm a big fan of B takes. This is more like a Queen's Indian. Cyprian Nanu, good old, played those guys. I can't believe Schroll is 2430. I don't know, Austrian players always seem to be like overrated. Why do they have... Wealthier countries have higher ratings. That's what it is. It's rating poverty. The wealthier the country, like the higher everybody's ratings are. It almost seems like clear across the board. I played Schroll like 20 years ago, and he wasn't that good, I think, back then. No, seriously. Ratings are highly connected to the economic status of the country, of the players. It's clear. You compare to like Hungary to Austria, you get a very clear sort of economic disparity. Wow, E3 is like weird. He moved his queen, and it looks like White's trying to play E4. Or maybe the queen D3 in the first place is just a bad move. It's just too time consuming. There's no time for that. That's really bad. No, so the obvious thing is E5. E5. I mean, we're trying to play E5, but maybe you should play like Queen E8 first. It's basically a Grand Prix attack. Yeah, I like E5, but I don't really love trading queens, is the only thing. Like, black's better, but do you really want to trade queens? Fischer, I was looking at some Fischer games, he loved endings. I mean, interesting thing about Fischer, I was like, oh, he's the greatest player, he's so exciting. Actually, I mean, Fischer would go into... He would just, like, randomly go into endings, like this, and just kill people in the simplest endgame. But I feel like a really bloodthirsty player goes for Queen E8. So here, what happened? You played A5. It's not a bad move. And now E5. No, A5 is okay. And of course he goes for the trade. But I mean, this is true. Like, White gets in Bishop C3 here. So I think he's got a better version than in the other line. Still, black is better. It reminds me of a Fischer King's Indian game I looked at the other day. King F7. Oh man, there was a beautiful Fischer game. Rook D3. This is decent. Passive. But what are you going to do? Maybe here? Man, if Bishop E2, E4, Bishop takes F6 and you lose a piece. He can't even play that. So like B3 is bad already. How about Knight D2? It looks bad as well. But it's probably better than B3. Do you have E4? You don't have it here? Yeah. Oh, you mean B3, E4 immediately? No. Does it? E4 takes. Yeah, it wins. Well, it wins a pawn. Like, I have Knight D4. Yeah, you're winning a pawn instantly. You're right. Good deal. Here, yeah, we're just winning a pawn. Right, so B3 is a blunder. Black still has a huge edge, though. He keeps missing this tactic with E4. So Hayasmiro's not playing that fast either. He should have seen that. Now White has time to save himself with Knight E1, though this is embarrassing. King F7 is good to see. Good to see, king centralization. Now he goes there and then E4. Huge edge for White. But you need to get on the 7th. Yeah, I mean, this is like very strong. Probably g5 is not necessary. Or do you have a problem with rook d1? Like here, takes. Do you have a problem? This pawn is totally paralyzed. This has got to be winning for black. I mean, he does this. So, c5. Maybe that's the wrong idea. We're close. I mean, king e5 is always good. This is nothing. Yeah, so I think that we misplayed it, and White's been allowed to trade too much, and he's probably holding on here. You let him simplify it too much. Probably White should be able to hold this. Trading both sets of rooks, I think, was too much. And that's just like, what is White doing? Wow. Man. I'm even thinking like knight g4 might be a move at some point. So if you take here, he gets I'm really not sure what's going on. We need to calculate this. Because black's real close to winning. It hurts real bad. There is danger though. Black's winning, wow. Keep sounding like Canadian when I say that. So interesting decision here by Hayesmiro not to take the knight. Oh. Oh man, we didn't want to lose our C pawn. It's a draw now. So he's got to be careful. I mean, this pawn is very dangerous. White underestimated the danger. Wait, why is this not hanging? Why is this not hanging here? I don't understand. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't think Ben was a grandmaster when I went Foxwoods. Masturbate. C6. King d6. C7. Wait, that's protected. Okay. Oh my god, it's a nightmare. No rush to play h1, I guess. But black's lost now. I mean, I guess this is a fast game where Hayesmiro, you know, was basically playing blitz. But I mean, you should have been winning various points here. Alright, last game. Kakatiri. Wait, this isn't Kakatiri. Whose game is this? Oh, this is Gina. Did I even get Gina's game? Whose game is that, anyway? I don't know whose game that was. Oh, it is yours. Oh, I did put it in. No, this is Nils's game. I'm clicking on the wrong game. Okay, that's what. No. I put Nils's game twice. Is that what you're telling me? I put Nils's game twice. That's what happened. Yeah, I put Nils's game twice. Oh my god. Why is that so long? Alright. Copy. Tools. Analysis. Paste. Here. I gotta go, guys, so we're just gonna do these last couple games as quick as possible. T-Boot Poo. I don't want that time in there. Copy. Tools. So hungry, guys. Can you send me some KFC? Oh, at least this is just 20 moves. Is that right? I like it when they're 20 moves. Man, I'm starving. I ate too early today. Alright, chapter 11 is Kakatiri playing black, I assume. Everybody plays the Karo Khan. Now what do? We just play d5 anyway? What's wrong with d5? You know, this is an interesting idea. I would think this would be an interesting idea. Played by Campora. Dude, seriously. Don't expect your opponents. Don't play for, you know, hope chess. I mean, this is an interesting move, actually. Looks like you should play d5. It's good. You did it. Oh, you did it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Queen c7 or bishop d6. This looks like a good move, too. I don't know what's better. Bishop d6 seems more natural to me, but I think they're both probably okay. There's some sort of d4, isn't there? This stops d4. So if you play bishop d6, White can hit you with d4 at some point, like castle, castle. Isn't there some sort of d4? I guess not. Anyway, alright. Bishop c5 is interesting. Active diagonal. White just plays like a normal move. Yeah, I mean, I would think like b3 isn't so bad. Just to play a double fianchetto. Rook e1 is absolutely standard, but you gotta watch f2. So it's sort of tricky for White. I guess c3 is another move. I guess queen e2 isn't so bad. This is a question. What is happening? Dude. Wait, why not play rook e8? You should probably play rook e8. You thought you had compensation here? Yo, it's nice to see somebody who's not materialistic for a change. That's refreshing, honestly. It seems like 8 out of 10 people are materialistic. You know, be yourself. I applaud your bravery and creativity and sacrificing a pawn. Way too many people are materialistic. The majority of people. Yeah, this is sound, man. At this point, you're definitely like compensated. Though I'm not sure if that's right. I mean, you know, his queen is misplaced, so I'm not sure you have to do anything dramatic. No, maybe you can play something simpler here. Playing against his queen long term. I'm just thinking out loud, like rook c8, you know, move the queen again. Obviously you have to look at this. Wow. So that's now 2 pawns. You're down 2 pawns, but you have absolute coordination after this. That's pretty cool. And now he's... Wow, he's in deep shit. I mean, a6. Looks like white is maybe lost. We're very close to it. But honestly, I thought you were going to come in with this. I mean, because you're crashing through with knight d4 and knight takes c2. You really went for, you know, trapping the queen now with bishop e6. But it looks like this is a solid option. You'll probably get back c2 at least with good pressure. Oh, you mean he has queen takes b7? Oh shit. Yeah, maybe you can't do it. Shoot. Okay. This is a strong move anyway. Yeah, massive comp. White's lucky if he survives at all here. You have rook d8 as well. You figure he has c4. Looks like you're winning the exchange or something. I mean, maybe like c4, knight c2, rook moves, and bishop here. You should be able to win material back. You don't really want to trade queens, but I think you still have great compensation. So this is what happened. You won the exchange with bishop e2. So this could get interesting. I mean, he has a couple pawns for the exchange, and not easy. Not easy. I would be optimistic here with white. I had a similar game in a Marshall Gambit last year, where I lost it, but I shouldn't have. It's the kind of position where white is probably fighting for a draw, but has good chances to get it. He's very solid. Wow. That's not supposed to happen, though. Your knight's not supposed to get trapped here. No, so maybe this was an important moment, like you should have played this. Exactly, Chessibra. Oh, you think there's a mate? Yeah. Because you don't want the knight to get trapped in there. At the end of the day, this was a problem. Here, here. If your knight is gonna get trapped, then I don't like it. That's seriously trapped in there? It can't be trapped. You have maybe rook e8? I can't believe it's trapped. I can't believe you have to sacrifice a piece here. You're so close to like a5, b4, b3. If you play this, how about? I guess he plays f3. I'm really not, I don't believe it. I don't believe your knight's trapped. I don't think so, man. I don't think you have to sack your knight on a3. I don't believe this. Jesus. It's true. That's so sick. I really thought you could navigate this. Unbelievable. Your knight is trapped. Wow. Yeah, that sucks. I just can't believe there's no way you could get your knight out. Wow. I would have tried this. So now you don't have enough material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. You have a rook for 2 pieces though. I mean, it's not an easy win for white. Computer will say it's like +3. But that doesn't mean in a human game like white has the technique to play like a computer. He actually gives you a pawn right away. That doesn't seem right. And now you have like a really dangerous... Oh, I see. You're losing the exchange now. Oh my god. You mean bishop b4. Oh, jeez. So you're probably better off taking with the bishop. You're only down 2 pieces for the rook. It's not game over. But this looks bad. I don't like the look of this. Well, anyway, you can't take on a3. What? Did I miss something? I'm sorry? I missed something, right? I mean, here, takes, 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 takes. You're not going to tell me this is okay for black. The 2 connected past pawns? Really? I can't believe it. Wow. Yeah, it's winning for white, but it would have taken some technique. No, this is a mistake. You can't take the pawn. He has bishop b4. It's lucky that he didn't do that. You know, here, I mean, maybe you just have to play bishop d8 and try to hang on. I don't like letting him mess up my structure. No, I think you gotta try this. This is your last chance. This looks really bad, and his bishops are very stable. He has really strong outpost. But I suppose, you know, the outside pawn is still there. I mean, it's a complicated position. He has a strong passer, too. Nah. No, it's lost. Yeah, interesting game. You definitely had a huge initiative. I mean, but the endgame's not so easy either. You know, there was a lot there. I'm sorry I don't have more time to analyze. Okay, last game. T-boot. Pa. You know what? I like this gambit. It's interesting. Yeah, so d5. This is the way to go, man. I mean, just decline it. It's a number 1 move. So, you know, a lot of people will play like these lines. I like knight c3 better. No yucky Petrov. Yeah, this is like the other game you had. I like this for white. But I mean, no. Okay, so he's supposed to play bishop b4. But that's not a walk in the park either. So what's the deal with this? Mariotti Smickle, 1977. Mariotti was famous for playing like crazy stuff. But I think the Danish isn't that bad. Or Goring. So this is Luboyevich, another guy who played crazy stuff. Luboyevich. I don't get it. Like, there's a game with bishop d7. That's a thing? Wow. That can't be right. Dude, that can't be right. This didn't happen. I remember this guy used to play on ICC. Cranborne, Lord Cranborne. Check, king e7. This can't be a real game. There's no way, dude. There's a mistake in the recording of that game. It must have been queen d7, bishop d7, knight g5, knight e5. There's no way, dude, that happened. It's interesting. So black's supposed to play queen d7, and this is a variation, you know, to make way for that. I have no knowledge of this line. And now you're like killing black. Jeez. This looks like it's over. I mean, is knight d5 just game over? Game over, bro. I mean, it's not like literal game over, but it's bad for black, isn't it? You're gonna have to like lose time and go here. This is seriously horrible. I mean, there's no way this is a move. You have to play queen again. This has got to be bad. There's no way black's surviving here. Man, you just don't have enough. Gina Rook needs more, you know, to be more bloodthirsty. She's just not bloodthirsty enough. Queen b3. It looks like game over. Man, that's brutal. And I mean, this is the simplest. You know, this is probably a mistake. Black could get counterplay on the g file. If you play just like here, you're threatening knight d4. So theoretically e5 can be a thing. But what about here? Here, here, here. Is this a variation? Is this possible? Oh my god. There's also other moves. But I would assume a6 or rook b8. So a6. I was thinking about this. This is also very brutal. So black has to sack the exchange. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is too much. But white's winning. Gina Rook just not bloodthirsty. You gotta be like a hungry shark. Queen b3 is just too nice. Draw? Ooh, black's one move away from castling. Knight g4, anyone? Yep. Takes. Takes. Yeah, you should hang out with someone on sound a little bit, Gina Rook. He's not here this week, but looks like something he would play with white. He would like this. You just like black equalizes. Black's alive. It's like the Science Museum. He's not better, but he's alive. Yeah, not accurate enough. And there was no need to lose the exchange there for white. I mean black. My other white. So does he really have something here? Are we in trouble? Is that what you're telling me? Maybe you're right. I didn't really like this Queen A4 business. To be honest with you, I think here, I even doubted Bishop B5, but whatever. Alright, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're not good. Queen A4. I think here maybe just something simple, you know? Just a simple move. I mean, Bishop D3 or something. Bishop D3, Bishop E2. There's no need to be like fancy with Queen A4. And you don't want to exchange. But I think the secret is to just keep the pressure on. I mean, you've got pressure on here, and that's all you need. You know, you have compensation. Surprisingly, Bishop takes C6 is okay, but yeah, I like Bishop D3. Let's do it. Computer says Bishop D3. You have total compensation. You know, you're looking for too much with Queen A4. But you let him off the hook there to a great degree. Alright guys, I gotta go. It's super late. Thanks everyone for joining me. I'm hungry. It's time to eat. Be bloodthirsty. Sorry for the crazy stream today. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for your support. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Bye-bye.